Hello Year 3 and Year 4, it's Miss Bellis here. I hope you are well and looking forward to our next lesson on our history topic of the Romans. Well, today we're looking at a really interesting part of the history. We are looking at Roman food. So what do you think the ancient Romans ate? Here are some of the foods that the Romans introduced to Britain. It was apples, grapes, broccoli, walnuts, chicken, onions, carrots, asparagus, peas, garlic, figs, cherries, plums, asparagus, cucumber, celery, and actually there were even more than this. So you can see that the Romans introduced a lot of food to Britain that we didn't have before. So what are three unusual foods that the rich Romans ate? Well, I found a video for you about that. It's a Horrible Histories video. There is a link on the screen, but I will also put a link attached to the assignment so that you can watch it. So go and watch the video, listen carefully about the foods that the Romans ate, and then come back here and we'll carry on our lesson. So, what were three unusual foods that rich Romans ate? Was it live parrots, camel feet, jellyfish, rotten fish guts, flamingo brains, bees, dormice, sows, udders. So which three did you hear in the video or you might know from your own knowledge? Well, one of the unusual foods they used to eat was indeed camel feet. Dormice was something else that was eaten, and so were sows, udders. I hope you weren't confused by the mention of live parrots, because that was just one particular emperor who thought that this was funny. But what about the poor? The poor Romans didn't necessarily eat the same as the rich Romans did. Well, their main foods were bread and wheat. And this was made into a wheat porridge. But poor Romans also ate eggs, honey, cheese, and fish because it was cheaper than meat. And some Romans were so poor that they had no cooking facilities at home. So instead, they ate food from Roman taverns, which are a bit like cafes. So they ate kebab-style food and wine that was diluted with water. And this was the ancient Roman equivalent of fast food. So your task today is you are going to create a Roman dinner party invitation. So you need to decide what food do you want at your party. On your invitation, you need to choose 2 starters, gustachio, 2 main courses, prime mense, and 2 desserts, secundae mense. You also need to have a think about what entertainment you would like at your party. This could be acrobats, magicians, music, singing, dancers, gladiator fights, or you might invent your own entertainment. And finally, you're going to need to decide what is your Roman name, because you need to have your name on the invitation. So add us to the end of your name if you're male, so if you're a boy, and a to the end of your name if you are female and you are a girl. So I'm going to put a template to help you to write your Roman dinner party invitation. It will be attached to the assignment, but it'll look something like this. So it'll say you're invited to a dinner party at the house of, and here you will write your Roman name. Now the drinks have been done for you. It's going to be mulsum, which was wine sweetened with honey. And then you're going to write down the food your guests will be eating. So first of all, you'll start with your starter and choose 2 Roman foods to go in there. Then your main course, and you choose 2 Roman foods to go in there. Then your pudding or dessert, and you will choose 2 Roman foods to go there as well. And then you need to say what the entertainments will be. And this is where you can choose what entertainment you are going to have at your party. Now, to get you started and to give you some more ideas, I just wanted to show you this is a piece of writing from ancient Rome that was a dinner party invitation. And it says, the first course will be lettuce, a useful digestive aid, and tender shoots cut from leek plants, and then a pickled young tuna, which is larger than a small lizardfish and will be garnished with eggs and rue leaves. And there will be more eggs, these cooked over a low flame, and cheese from Velebrum Street, and olives which have felt the Piscine cold. That's enough for the appetizers. You want to know what else we are having? I'll lie so that you'll be sure to come. Fish, oysters, sow's udder, stuffed wildfowl, and barnyard hens, which even Stella, who we don't know who that was, does not usually serve except at rare and special dinners, and I promise you more. Okay, so to give you a few more ideas of the food you might include on your invitation, I have written a Miss Bellis's Roman feast. So you only have to do 2 starters, but I've included more to give you some more ideas. So for my gustachio, which is my starter, I've got bread rolls, I've got a salad of baby lettuce and chopped leeks, dressed with a bit of olive oil and red wine vinegar. I've got tuna steak, broiled, served with chopped boiled eggs in a pine nut dressing, and assorted raw vegetables, including celery, carrot, and cucumber, with a cheese pate for dipping. In my main course, I still have bread rolls, but I also have cabbage leaves roasted in olive oil, pork sausages served on top of a savoury porridge, roasted dormice in cumin and honey sauce, and rabbit with fruit sauce. And then for my dessert, I've got a choice of fresh fruit, nut and custard tart, or Roman cheesecake. You don't need to write anything in as much detail as this, but this is just to give you some more ideas. Okay, so before we finish today, I've got a couple of questions for you to have a think about. Do you think, would you rather eat the food of a rich Roman or a poor Roman, and why? And finally, which strange Roman foods would you dare to try, like stuffed dormice, and why? Okay, well, I can't wait to see your Roman dinner party invitations, and I hope you have a lot of fun creating them. By all means, you can decorate them with lots of pictures of food and your entertainments. And that's all for the history learning today. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.